No doubt about it, better off. It's Hayden Kaufman on 94.3, the Ox on your Monday ride, 827. Time for Coffee Talk, brought to you by the Comanche Chamber of Commerce and Agriculture. Check them out at #Explore Comanche, Texas, as we welcome in and say good morning to Cynthia Newton with Hope Counseling. How we doing?
Good morning. Doing well. I'm on a countdown.
On a countdown? Oh, the school
It's
thing.
the final countdown.
Yeah.
Isn't there a song about that or something?
I don't know. You do look a little like I don't know, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. There's hope out there.
There's hope, man,
Yeah.
for all of us parents. There's hope. We're on that final countdown. Some of us sooner than others, but anyway, we're on the final countdown. Y'all are like, what are you talking about? School, I hope.
We talked about this before we went on there too. A lot of them are starting like Thursday and Friday. You know,
Yeah.
they never did cool stuff like that for us.
That's
It's
because
like,
they
no!
didn't like us.
No, I know. Apparently, look how we turned out.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of the schools do that just to kind of, get kids back into that routine of school. It gives everybody that chance for a couple of days, transition before the weekend where it's not like you're having to go a full week, back in that school schedule, and teachers are ready to kill the kids, and not really, but teachers are exhausted.
Thinking it benefits them too.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. It's a huge benefit because of just that adjustment. I mean, it just takes a little bit of time to get into a structure and get in a routine. So you kind of have that, stick your toes in instead of jumping full-fledged off the high dive,
They get to see what they're up against.
Exactly.
Oh God, I got that kid. I heard he moved. He didn't move.
Exactly. So I'm going to talk today. I told y'all last week I was going to do a continuation, but I'm going to talk today about back to school success. And, how do you accomplish that? Especially, parents, y'all are sitting here going, okay, my kids start Thursday. I know a lot of kids, Comanche starts Wednesday this week. So there's meet the teacher and all of that tonight. And, it's just kind of like, okay, it's real. I hope you've got your shopping done.
Yeah.
Hope y'all finished that this weekend and, got everything taken care of. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to make this the best school year for your kids and you as a parent. So with summer obviously coming to a close, school just around the corner, we need to prepare our children for that transition from summer back to school. In the summer, obviously, the days are long. Imagine that.
And hot.
Yeah, and very hot. Schedules may not exist. Bedtimes are late. Children not having a gradual transition when changing things can affect their behaviors at school. So let's talk about how to transition your child back to school, which will not only positively affect your child, but also makes it less stressful for you. So I'm all for less stress,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Every child is different, okay? If you have multiple kids in your household, they're all going to be different. And we know this as parents, right? I mean, we wish, even twins, we wish that they were all alike, but they're not. So, we're each gifted with different traits. So if you have multiple children, it's important to view them as individuals with different needs. So what does that back to school success look like? Preparation is key. Asking for help and partnering with the teacher doesn't need to wait till the first week or the first day of school. Take advantage of the ways that you can communicate beforehand. If your child needs extra resources or you have concerns as a parent, make sure to contact your school and make the necessary appointments and know the resources that are available for you. I mean, teachers are back, administrators are back, take that extra step. Nerves on the first day of school are normal. New situations, having a new schedule, a new classroom, a new teacher are all valid reasons for a child to experience nerves and anxiety. Because children are growing and changing so quickly, they may not have experienced nerves, but this year they are. It may take you by surprise, so prepare yourself that they may experience many emotions during the first day and even within the first couple of weeks. So let your child know that it's okay to be nervous. Allow them to talk with you about what they are feeling and ensure them that you are there for them. Sorry.
Well, now, wait a minute. Why are you're going to have to be more convincing than that.
I know.
We're here for you. I can't believe you did that, you little dipstick.
But you do need to ensure them that you are there for them, okay? Try not to laugh.
Yes, very
like
hard.
I just did.
Very hard.
I'm just, it's just Monday, As they talk with you, it allows you to problem solve together about how they can manage their big feelings that they may be having. To help ease those nerves, guys, start talking now about the positive parts of starting school. By doing this, it will begin to help your kids look forward to their first day of school. For example, remind them of the things that they enjoyed last year, even if it was just recess.
The last day of school. That's what they enjoyed last year.
Remind them of those things that they might have enjoyed last year and the things that they now get to look forward to. is a continuation of that. One practical and intentional thing you can do is find a go-to school friend. Okay, what does that mean? Well, if your child walks to school or rides the bus, you can find another child for your child to connect with and ride the bus or walk together. I mean, that's real important for them to make sure they have a friend or somebody that they can tag along with as well. I know, in these smaller schools, it's everybody's everybody. Everybody knows everybody, but especially in your bigger schools, sometimes that can be difficult and overwhelming, especially from that transition from elementary to the upper grades or from junior high to high school. So.
Like you have that friend, but then you don't have them in any of your classes.
Exactly. So if your child's going to a new school, make it a priority to go on a tour of the school, to the school orientations and meet the teacher night. By doing this, you are taking away some of the unknowns that will occur on the first day. Those unknowns can cause your child to have nerves and anxiety. On that first day, you may want to drive them to school or walk with them. Arriving early at pickup time will eliminate other potential stressors that may arise. Just ensure, remind them, tell them, hey, I'm here. I mean, that's as important as anything that you can do for your kids. My nose is itching. So, ideally, the week prior, oops, I'm kind of late on this for me, you would start to adjust your schedules and begin to set your child's bedtime a little earlier each night. You would also adjust your child's wake schedule to the time they would be getting up each day for school. Having more structure and less screen time during the day will also help your child transition to the demands that will come with school. Sleep is crucial for your child's ability to concentrate and learn during the school days, so this is definitely a priority. If your kids are starting school on Wednesday or Thursday, get them to bed at a decent time tonight. Get them in that schedule. Wake them up tomorrow morning at the time you will be getting them up for school. It will help you immensely the next day. Do not let them take a nap because then you're not going to be able to get them to sleep that night. So, make sure you're transitioning right now. Safety is another huge aspect of back to school that needs to be discussed with your child. This is actually something that's kind of interesting. Having the right size backpack and adjusted correctly is important for your child's health.
That makes sense.
And that's actually something that can be easily overlooked. The ideal backpack to have is one with padded straps and a padded back, which is adjusted where the bottom of the backpack sits at the child's waist. Slinging a backpack over one shoulder can give your child back problems and strain muscles. And remember to check your child's backpack weekly, if not nightly, for unnecessary items so you can keep it light, and you might find those papers that you're supposed to sign, which are crumbled at the bottom.
There you go.
Transportation to school is important regarding safety. If your child's riding their bike, walking, taking the school bus, or riding in a car, there are safety reminders they need to go over, looking both ways before crossing the street, listening to the crossing guards, making sure the bus driver is aware of where they are walking, and wearing a bike helmet are just a few essentials that will keep your child safe. There are a lot of great safety checklists on the internet that you can find easily with just a click away. One thing that I want to make sure we discuss, I kind of hit on this last week, is bullying and cyberbullying. Okay, this is when one child picks on another child on a continual basis. And it can include physical, verbal, or social, and can happen during school hours, at the playground, on the bus, through social media, or on cell phones. Educating your child on what bullying is and what to do if he or she is being bullied is essential when going back to school. Make sure that your child knows that bullying is never okay. If bullying occurs, you need to notify your school officials and partner with them on a solution. Remind your child to seek out help from a trusted adult at school and go over who that would be if bullying occurs. Go over a plan with your child of how they would respond to a bully. Use a firm voice when responding to a bully. I do not like when you say that or do that. Please do not talk to me like that. Stand still, look at the bully in the eye, and walk away. Seek help. Okay, these are important things to remind your kids to do. When bullying does occur, make sure that there is a teacher or school official that can watch out for it to occur during school hours. Make sure you're monitoring your child's text messages and social media to ensure that bullying is not taking place in the cyber world, because even though it may not be happening at school, it can continue in that cyber world, and that is very, very important.
Sure.
School officials don't want the kids to be bullied. I can tell you that. And if your child comes home and says, hey, somebody picked on me, or somebody was bullying me on the bus, or this was happening on the bus, and you don't call and talk to the school about it as a parent, then you're not doing anything to help your child to make sure that it is successful. So you can step up and help and call and get help for your child, and then that bus driver may become more aware, so they may change, make sure your kid's in a different seat and all of that too. So I mean, just making people aware is huge when it comes to bullying. Making the school officials aware. We know that they can't be everywhere all the time,
Right.
and so we have to take on that role and step up as parents. When school is done for the day, you can create an after-school routine that transitions your child to evening activities, homework, or family time. When you pick up your child from school or they arrive home during those first couple of weeks, they may be exhausted. Remember to extend grace for those big feelings that they may be happening, okay? Let them have a little time to eat a snack, and having a little time to themselves before they start their homework may help them reset and give them energy. Having a place where they accomplish their homework will help with consistency. A place that is quiet and not distracting is an environment that encourages studying, not on the floor in front of the television.
Yeah.
I know that there's people that do that and there's kids that do that, but they're not going to be giving it their full attention if they have other things going on around them instead of studying. A great rule to have is no electronics till homework is done. This can eliminate the distractions and help to motivate. Some days homework is difficult, or maybe your child had a rough day at school and mentally and emotionally cannot get through homework that night. Remember that every child is different. So if they're having trouble with a certain subject in school or having a hard time accomplishing their homework, talk with your teacher. Having the mindset that you can partner with your child's teacher regarding their education is empowering for you and your child. Remember, in those first couple of weeks, when switching from summer to a stricter schedule and the demands of school, stress, and big feelings can happen for the whole family, getting back into a routine sooner than later will eliminate stress and can eliminate the nerves your child may be feeling. Okay, guys, I mean, this is, so for some of y'all, this is like, okay, yeah, this is common sense stuff. So there's some things that I hope that were new to you. But, just remember, we're transitioning. Kids are not going to want to go to bed early because the sun's still out.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the hardest thing. You've got to make sure that they're getting enough sleep, okay? And we've gone over sleep, really upwards towards 10 hours of sleep is the best. It's the best formula for school-age kids. There's some kids that don't require as much, but reality, if you look about 10 hours, that's really the best for kids. So if they have to get up at 6 o'clock, just be aware of that. What time does that mean that things need to go off? You need to turn cell phones off. All these things that, you need to do as a parent. So just realize school's starting. For some of us, we're like, okay, it's first day of school is a wonderful outing day for mom or dad, but anyway, but yeah, I mean, it's happening, guys. It's here. Get ready, get your kids ready, start getting in a routine, and we'll look towards the start of a brand new school year. I mean, there's all things that can happen, so just be ready. If you need anything, if you need any assistance at Hope Counseling, we're here for you. Comanche, Hamilton, Dublin, and Eastland. 325-356-1105, 325-356-0075. Again, Comanche, Hamilton, Eastland, or Dublin. Anything that we can do to help you guys as you're transitioning back. If you're starting to see behaviors or you're just needing some help, please give us a call.
See, now you said it wrong that time. You're supposed to go, Mommy's here for you. Doesn't that sound so much better?
Yes.
And as always, thanks for stopping by.
All right, thank you.